When you imagine what a John Deere factory looks like, you likely think of a lot of tools, hard workers, and a field of green and yellow. Well, you'd be right. But in a special report this morning, News 8's David Bohlman shows us the workers you don't see that help make decisions to help the factory run smoothly.
Artificial intelligence is all around us. Serving as a $62 billion industry in 2020, it's expected to grow more than 40% by 2028. One field you might not expect to see the technology is in a farmer's field. But Deere & Company shows how it starts in the factory. More than 2,000 people make up the harvester team. But there's a new employee on the floor of the factory that utilizes artificial intelligence, an internally created computer system called JDAC, and it's pretty smart.
They can't go to the next step of the process until the current step is completed.
A person does the work, but JDAC checks for accuracy before a machine can go to the next step.
6 months from now, we get a warranty claim on a machine, and we're trying to understand, hey, what happened there?
It's about improving efficiency.
If you would have been out here 5 years ago, you would have come up and I would have handed you a physical copy, paper copy of the work instructions.
JDAC utilizes its artificial intelligence to ensure every product is built correctly every time. It also knows when an employee may be working in a new area.
It would stop me, it would make the team leader come over, we would have to have a conversation about what are all the safety concerns in this station.
Once a job's complete, a camera or digital inspector does the final checks.
They have the ability to measure shank length down here to ensure that there's a washer on the inside, a washer on the outside, and it's all where we expect it to be.
Able to check over 18,000 parts on a combine and does it all in less than 6 seconds.
We used to have around 20 inspection points. Now we have around 150.
So it pays to make sure the factory is laid out effectively.
What sequence do we want to build the machine in? What tools and equipment do we need? What are the quality control measures we need to have in place?
It's adding some jobs to the factory you might not expect.
We have data engineers, software engineers, data wranglers, data scientists, and essentially we're looking to provide analytics tools that make decision-making easier, faster, optimized, and really make people's life at work better.
The goal is not to just make life easier in the factory, but also in the farmer's field.
The combine is a factory on wheels. It's harvesting grain, and out comes grain that can go to the bin and go to the market and be sold. You know, now it's, well, this area of the field or this waterway, maybe I need to treat it differently with my next spraying cycle, for example.
Deere & Company recognizes not every person is tech savvy, so they have staff tasked with supporting farmers in the technological advancements.
When our customers that get out of their tractor pulling the planter, get into their sprayer, and ultimately get into the combine at the end of the season, the look and feel and how they engage with our technology will be very similar.
Allowing the farmer to take the data generated from artificial intelligence, make changes that can make the farmer more profitable.
With the technology we've got in farmers' hands right now, they're able to make decisions that are almost unbelievable in some cases.
Now, one question I asked is, with the progress of artificial intelligence being brought into the factory, are jobs going to be eliminated? I'm told no. Jobs are not being eliminated. They're being repurposed into other jobs, allowing people to leave mundane tasks behind so they can focus on the critical work. David Bohlman, News 8.
Deere & Company also has a seeding machine that uses artificial intelligence by detecting weeds in a field and killing them with a laser so a farmer doesn't need to use harsh chemicals.